So when you're ready, you just look at the time clock. 1 second. Yeah, when they step back. Or can you pop it? Yep, they got it for a second. Yep. All right, just give a nod to Tim when you're ready and he'll start the clock. It's gonna count down 10 seconds and then you got your 30-second window. Danny sinks her first shot for an 11. I've shot with Danny since the late 90s, and she is and has been a force to be reckoned with in the Northwest for a long time. Mary Sizemore, the same thing too. I've shot with her for more than a decade as well, and they're both great archers. Shot us 11 to match that. Looks like that's just going to hang the 10. It's a good solid 10. I think it's just off the 11 line. Mary shot a 9 at 12 o'clock, so that's going to open up the door a little bit for Danny. It looks like Danny's going to gain 1 point off of that. And she doesn't get to take full advantage of it. She shoots a 9 as well. So Mary, she can close out with a 10 or 11. She'll close that gap and possibly even get a point ahead. She wasn't able to do that either, so she's looking like at her equipment like something going on, so she's going to look at that. So take a look at it. We'll skip them for a second because her coach is going to take a look at it and see what she's got going. And then we'll talk to Danny real quick. So Danny, yes. You shoot out of G4.
Yes.
All right, and so they're down in near the coast, right?
Hillsboro, yeah.
Out of just east of Hillsboro?
Yes.
And then what equipment are you shooting?
I'm shooting an older Elite. It's
Okay.
older, but I love it.
Is that the 32?
35.
Or the old 35?
Yeah.
The Energy 35?
Yes.
It's a classic. I
Yes.
mean, it was a shooter, so.
I agree.
And it's proven it because it's got you here.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what else? We've been shooting together since the late 90s.
We have.
And you just tear it up. So everywhere you go, you're always in the finals. So congratulations.
Thank you so
here
much.
Again.
Thank you so much.
And see how everything works out. So
Okay.
It's a tight one after the first one. It's 29-30 with Danny 1 point advantage. First arrow. Mary shoots the first arrow. Another 10 for Danny. That caught the 10 for Mary. finishes with a nice solid 11 for Danny. Mary wants to shoot that 11 so that it'll keep that gap close. She shoots a 10, so it looks like Danny's going to pick up 2 more points on her this end, heading into the third end. All right. So, Mary, it sounded like something was shaking loose or something. Did you
Just a little bit.
All right. So, was it the ground connection or was it something on the bow?
Oh no, the worst enemy you have is between your ears.
Right. So, all right. So, what are you shooting?
I am shooting the new PSE Super X 37.
Nice.
I love
And
it.
you're using it. What power scope you got?
Just a 4.
Okay, a 4. And so I see you got the ETAC light system on there. A lot of people run that light system. It's a great system.
It's a very dependable system.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like they're about to make an adjustment there. Danny might have picked up another point or 2 on you there. So right now we're at 61 to 58.
Okay.
All right. So this is it. Good luck.
Thanks.
That messed her up a little bit. She drew during her 10-second window, and when she heard the second beep for the 30-second clock, she realized what had happened, but I think it made her a little bit nervous, so probably rattled her a little bit, so she shot an 8 on that first arrow. Mary picked up a point on her because of that, so Mary shot a 9. Danny shoots a 9 on her second one. Mary sinks one right down the pipe, so she's got an 11. She picked up 2 more on her. So to this last arrow, we'll see if Danny's nerves are still rattled a little bit. Danny shoots a 9, so if Mary shoots an 11, it might be an upset. I don't know. Then how about Mary shoots a 9 as well? So I think, from what I can tell, it looks like that Danny will keep her lead. All right. Congratulations. Danny, that rattled you a little bit on that. So you drew it in that 10-second window, and when it beeped, it probably made you start overthinking, right? So, that's where the coach in the box might have said, "Hey, don't worry about it, and shoot your shot." But all right, so we'll see how that comes. I know that closed the gap a little bit, so we'll see if that was enough to do it, and go from there. So it looks like. Still counting. Looks like it was close. I know you sunk one, Mary, right in, down the pipe on one of those shots, so you're trying to capitalize off of that, right? As we all do.
Yeah.
All right. So she did capitalize off of it just a little bit. So that's going to go to a 1-arrow shoot-off for score on your target of choice. If you're still tied after that, you will shoot another arrow for score. And if there's still a tie, the 3rd arrow will be closest to the center. So you'll still 1 arrow, and that's it. Yes. So we have a tie. 87 to 87. So what'll happen now, there's a 1 arrow for score shoot off, and if they are still tied after that, then they'll shoot a second arrow for score. If they're still tied after that second arrow, they'll shoot 1 arrow at the last target closest to center. And Danny's got a 9-10 to call from here. And Mary is a 9. So pause it. All right, we're going to go down and check it out. So Mary, looks like you shot a solid 9. Danny, yours is close. It's 9-10 liner, so they're going to check that out and see if it's still tied. If it's still tied, you'll shoot 1 more arrow for score. And are you kicking yourself now?
That's almost like how many,
That's how it
how many
happens.
guys does it take to screw in the light bulb?
It takes 3. It only takes 1 to knock it over, wherever Chris went. Oh yeah, so yeah. It's still tied. All right. So 1 more arrow closest, or as you were at 1 more arrow for score. You pause it. Can you? We're setting it. Solid. Solid 11 from Danny, so Mary can match that. We've seen her do it. She's got it. See if she's got it in her this shot. She's up against the clock. Oh, held her. She held her arrow. She could not get that thing to shoot. She wasn't ready, so she had a letdown, and then she drew back, but she couldn't get the shot to break, and she's shooting back tension. So that makes Danny the clear winner on that. So you're shooting back tension, yeah, and so you got to make those things work, and it's hard sometimes. We all go through that, so that's tough luck. But Danny, you're going to move on. Congratulations. Shauna Wood, come on down. All right, Shauna, you want right or left? All right, it's going to bump you off there, Danny. Get the target set up. And go from there.
What's that? Yeah. Yep.
You're right.
And are you shooting first?
I was happy. All right. So Shauna is seated higher. She chose to bump Danny to the left, or to the right lane, and she's shooting the left. Going to find out if she wants to shoot first or second. Yep. So Shauna chose to shoot first. So when she cues the table, it'll start that 10-second countdown. A shot. Okay, sorry.
There's not a red thing for me, just for
Yes. Just for. All right. All right, Sean's first shot is an 11. Really solid first way to get on the board there. Danny shot a 9. Sean's second shot is Sean's second shot is a 9. Danny sinks an X, scoring 11 points on that. And then Sean shot an 8 on that last, so if Danny can shoot a 10 or an 11, she'll pick up a couple of 3 points. And she does, so she's going to pick up 3 points on that end. Good shooting, good shooting. All right, Sean, where are you from and what brought you here?
I'm from Spokane, and Candace brought me here today.
All right, well, congratulations, Candace.
I just came over to shoot and have fun.
All right, that's cool. Well, you're shooting it really well. You got a good-looking bow there, too. I've always loved that color, and you put a nice set of strings on it to match.
Oh, thank you.
Whose strings are you running?
These are Rhino Farrens out of Idaho.
Okay. And then you got the PSE. Is that the...
This is Super Focus.
And what arrows you shooting?
I have the Gold Tip Triple X.
Okay, awesome. All right, so they're going to run that first score up there, and it looks like it's going to be 28-31, Danny advantage. So this is right. This is in the middle of the divisions for the Archery World Classic. So we've taken the field down from over 200 archers down to the top 4 in every division. Some divisions have a lot of men and women in them. Youth, there was a great amount of youth this year too, and this senior women's division on the open class is really growing as well. All right, a solid 10 to start for Sean. Danny shot at 9 for her first arrow. An 11 for Sean. So Sean has picked up 1 more point on her. And Danny sinks that one. So she's going to hold her there, shooting 11. And Sean finishes with a 9 on that end. Danny finishes with a 10. Okay, we'll see. Are nerves starting to settle now? You've been up here for a minute?
Yeah, no, they're still there.
No, so it's still right at the top?
Yes.
All right. And Sean, how about you? You seem like you're pretty comfortable there.
No, I'm
No,
shaking.
you guys are better at hiding it. All right. All right. Oh, it's your birthday too. Oh, so that. All right. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
32?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
32 in the senior division.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So 58 to 61. Ten for Sean's first arrow. 11 for Danny's first arrow, so she'll pick up another point. If Danny keeps on the pace she's going, she'll move forward. Nine for Sean's second arrow. 9 for Danny's second arrow, so she can take advantage that time. And that last arrow got away from her, it looks like, so that's on the 7-8 line. Looks like it could possibly be a 7. I'm sure she's not going to be happy with that. And Danny sunk it. So that's going to wrap that place up there. So unofficially, it looks like, Danny, you're going to move on. And so the nerves are probably going to stay with you, you think?
Probably, yeah.
And it looks like that one got away from me. That's unfortunate, but I guess that's
okay.
happens. Well, thanks for coming, and we hope to see you next year. And the final score is going to be 92 to 84. All right, congratulations, Danny. And next up is going to be Christina Davis. Come on down. All right. All right. Are you going to shoot left or right, Chris? Left, and first or second? First, okay. So you know what to do. Look at the timer. Give a head nod. Wait your 10 seconds before you shoot your first arrow. And good luck. So Chris and Tim are an integral part of the Archery World Classic for us. They help us all the time. They pull their trailers down here from home, help us keep everything flowing and going, and we have a magical staff when it comes to getting everything taken care of. On a day like this, when we're running the finals, we have at least 15 to 20 volunteers that are making things happen. James is our media specialist, and he's running that, and it's looking better every year. We're really appreciative of him doing that. So Chris is going to shoot first. First arrow is the 9. Tim's in her corner, though. He's going to talk her off the ledge if he needs to. Danny gains a point on her by shooting a 10 on her first arrow. Chris's second arrow got away from her, so she shot a 7. Danny does take advantage of that, and she shoots an 11. And Chris has shot a 9 on her third arrow. That's out of character for her because she is a really dominant shooter. Danny finishes with a solid 10. So, all right, let's put our hands together. All right. So we'll catch up with Chris in just a minute. She's trying to figure out what happened on that last end. And Danny, how are you feeling better now?
A little bit.
A little bit. So it's starting to feel like we want it to feel right. You shoot it enough, it starts to feel better.
I do this shoot is to work on my.
Good. Well, what's your next big shoot?
I'm not sure.
Okay, the shoot up or shoot down in the Blues is next weekend. That's a great shoot over there with John and over in. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. So I think there'll be a lot of people there, and that is another one of those shoots that prepares us for bigger shoots as well. So looks like that first score is 25-31 with an advantage to Danny. All right. Hopefully Chris has figured out what happened there. Like I said, that's very uncharacteristic for her. She hammers the dot, so she's usually able to shoot 10s and 11s all day. All right, that's just off the 10 line, so that's a 9 for Chris. Danny shoots, that's right on the 10 line, but I think she's solid in there, so she's got a 10, so it looks like she picked up another point. At the skill level that they're both at, it is going to be hard to catch back up, but not impossible because Chris can absolutely turn it on. Chris shoots a deep 10, so just off the 11 line. Danny follows that up with her own 10 just off the 11 line on that too. So that one's close, too close to call it. Maybe an 11 for Danny. There you go, and Chris is back on it now. She shoots her 11. Danny is a 10-9 liner, so that could have picked up a few more points for Chris. We'll see how that goes. So Joe Garcia's in Danny's corner, getting her some water. Yeah, he's a wingman, so keeping her calm. All right, Chris, that was uncharacteristic for you on that first end. Did you figure it out? Maybe. Looks like you're getting back on track now. So see if we can finish out like we know you shoot. And so it's unfortunate when those things happen, and if it's something loose, you figure it out. But how you feeling? And we want to say, and I want to say thank you for the help. I don't say it enough, but you guys are awesome, keeping us on track and running. And doing the big event like this, because without it, it just couldn't happen. So thank you personally for my 61, 6-point advantage to Danny. Chris is full draw on her last end. First arrow is just on the 10 line, so that's too close to call, but it does look like it might have caught a 10. Danny's first arrow is a solid 10. Chris's second arrow is a solid 10. And unless something happens to Danny on this, she'll clinch this title, moving up from third place. So that's outstanding. Danny's second arrow is a 9. Chris's third arrow is a 10, so it looks like she may have got a set of 10s there. One's questionable. And Danny looking to close it out. Closes it out with a solid 10. So good shooting, good shooting. All right, congratulations, Danny. And you were seated third, right?
Yes.
All right, so you shot your way up to first and ended up taking it, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, and so what we'll do is we'll make sure it's official, and then we'll get the next division up.
Yes.
Yeah, you're ready to step down? All right. Looks like it's going to finish 85 to 90. All right, good shooting, ladies.
Thank you.